The first 2 days, we didn't see any of that.
No, felt good out there today, though.
Look, I know that you're going to get this question 1,000 times, but does it feel different this year, having a whole year, and having a real offseason and all that? Do you feel like a different guy heading into this camp than last year?
I think so. I knew the areas I wanted to get better at in the offseason after watching tape and, talking with coaches, stuff like that. Just want to improve in all areas, if that's possible. Just want to chip away, grind away, but feel good right now. Nowhere near where I want to be. Want to keep building.
Was there something I got to work on this the most? Like, was there one thing that was the primary thing?
I think just playing fast, listening to your feet, playing in rhythm. Just lower body strength, core strength. Being able to get out a few more tackles. I think definitely want to use my legs more this year as a weapon. Throughout OTA's camp, preseason. Just want to improve in all those areas and build on them.
Is that overthinking it too much as a rookie? Is that what that comes down to?
No, I don't think so. I think last year was not a normal situation, as you guys know, walking into, but learned that I can get through adversity. I can play at this level, and felt good about it. Want to improve and build on that.
I know it's still early in this off-season program, but does it feel good to have that, like, everyone's on the same playing field because it is a new coaching staff? It's a new opportunity for everybody. Does that help you, I guess, just mentally having that clean slate like everybody else has?
Yeah, it's good having a blank slate, coming out here, communicating with the guys, playing free. But I think the mindset stays the same no matter what situation you're in. Just attack each day. Try to be the best guy out there and just lead your guys.
Does the comfort, is it a little bit more comfort just because you've done this, like the whole process for a year?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Much more comfortable this year than last year, coming in. Credit to our coaches. They've been coaching us really well, and guys are on top of their stuff. We're gelling pretty well right now, and it's feeling good.
Kellen's been pretty consistent about the idea of doing, making this offense cater to the talent. How do you feel like that is going for you in this new system?
Feel great.
Playing to what you do best.
Feel great. I think we play fast, play with tempo, RPOs. QB's going to be able to use his legs like you've seen what he's done with QBs in the past. I don't want to give away too much, but it's been great, man. I think the receivers, the tight ends, the running backs, everybody's gelling well with this offense, and O-line as well. Like I said, it feels smooth, feels good out there right now. Obviously, got to install more, but we're pretty deep into the playbook, and it feels good.
With the things that you said you were working on over the course of the offseason, how do you feel like that aligns with those elements of a Kellen Moore offense?
Yeah, I think just overall, just body twitchness, body quickness, mental quickness. I think that all, kind of ties into what we're doing now, with Kellen and his offense. I think no matter what offense you're in, you want to work on areas you want to improve. But overall, I feel good right now. I want to keep improving.
Did you watch Brandon Cooks from afar, kind of growing up, and then what's it like to have him on this roster?
Oh yeah, I remember him when I was young, and he was at Oregon State, and obviously knew he started his career out here, and we've been able to create a pretty good relationship. He's one of our best vets, super experienced in this league, and obviously adds a lot of talent, on the offense.
Spencer, obviously it was circumstance and it doesn't guarantee anything, but how special or important was it for you to spend that portion of phase 1, phase 2, breaking down the huddle at the end of every practice, kind of being, the QB1 for the guys that were here?
Yeah, no, felt good, nothing's promised, so you want to work every day. You want to lead your guys, being the quarterback. Got to have confidence out there, got to have a little swag, and just, get your teammates to believe in you.
I was going to say that one thing with Brandon Cooks, does that excites you when you're thinking, all right, I have a healthy Chris Olave, I've got a healthy Rashid Shaheed, and I can add Brandon Cooks. Is that exciting to think of the potential weapons you have in this offense?
Oh, man, like Chris just told me, he's like, yep, got all of us out there now. So looks a little different, feels a little different, and those guys look great, man.
With the NFL allowing players to be in the Olympics, which one of your teammates is somebody that would be a good candidate for some flag football?
You can't miss on Olave and Shaheed. Those guys, I don't know what country's going to guard those guys. But those guys are good. And shoot, why not me? I want to go out there too.
When you're a professional, no matter the talk outside the building, whether the expectations are low or high, how do you go to work and do your job?
Say it one more time, sorry.
The talk outside the building, whether the expectations for the team are high or low, how do you avoid maybe dipping into that and just go to work and do your job every day?
Yeah, it's just part of the beast, It's always going to be talking points, always going to be, expectations, high, low, whatever they may be. Just control what you can. I know I've said that plenty of times, but it's true. Control what you can, continue to improve in what you need to get better at, and just keep working with your team.
How much has your confidence changed from last year to right now?
I mean, I feel like I've always been pretty confident. You know, even if it's up and down, you've got to maintain that confidence. But I guess you could say I'm a little more comfortable now. You know, going into year 2, obviously nowhere near where I want to be, but feel good right now.
From a quarterback's perspective, what are kind of like the hallmarks of this offense? So you're learning.
Yeah, I think it's kind of just like playing like a point guard. You know, distributing, good spacing throughout the offense, playing fast, playing with some tempo, being able to control our tempo. I think is good. You know, obviously still learning, you know, the offense and putting stuff together, but I think everybody's doing well right now.
Is there like room, if everything's running the way it's supposed to, for you guys to get just like some easy completions, get into a rhythm, that sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's key. You know, I think if you can just get a couple quick completions going, get settled in, get the offense settled in, get the guys settled in, you know, I think that's super beneficial. You want to get the ball in your playmakers' hands as quick as possible. You know, so I think that's what this offense is kind of centered around.
And some of the like RPO stuff, is it? Did you do some of that in college? Is it similar to what you did? Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, what's the benefit of that from the quarterback?
Just playing like a point guard, playing free. You know, having that option to throw it, run it, do a bunch of different things.
Do you feel a lot freer now, given like how much was the benefit of having that experience under your belt from last year and just going into this season?
Yeah, I think it was great. Obviously, going through that year, getting put in the fire and getting through it healthy first, you know, that's a blessing. And then being able to make a few plays in there and put some good stuff on tape. Obviously, a lot to learn from, but you know, feel good right now and just want to keep stacking.
I know you said the other day that you expected them to draft a quarterback, but is there any part of you that feels a little overlooked in this at all, or?
No, I mean, hey, I'm confident in what I can do. Feel good about the work we're putting in right now as a group. I think competition is good for everybody. You know, like I said, I wasn't surprised, but you know, competition is great for everybody.
What do you think it is about Kellen's system that can have you thrive as a QB? Because obviously you probably know what you're comfortable with, playing in a bunch of different systems with Lincoln, with Beamer, last year. I mean, so now another one. Like, how does this one kind of compare to the others, and what makes you confident that you can be comfortable with it?
Yeah, I mean, they're all similar but different in, you know, their own ways. You know, I don't want to speak too soon, you know, about we can be successful in it. If not, you know, like I said, we all feel pretty good about it right now, but we're nowhere near being fully installed in the playbook yet. But as of now, you know, I think it's obviously a great system, and you've seen what they've been able to do with quarterbacks throughout the years.
I had recency bias. I was gonna ask if you were more of a Brunson or a Halliburton type, but I should probably be thinking Phoenix Suns point guards, right?
You know what, man? I'm a LeBron guy, so
All right.
wherever he's at, I'll follow him. But I have enjoyed watching the playoffs. I have.
And you talked about last year a little bit. How much do you maybe embrace those hardships that you endured coming into year 2?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, it's in the past. You know, I think it's over with now. We went through it. We got through it healthy, thank God, and you know, put some good stuff on tape. Put some stuff on tape we need to clean up, and I think you kind of just put it in the past and move on.
But it must have been like a learning experience for you, playing, you know, with an unhealthy offensive line that had to rotate a lot of weapons out too. I mean, that must have helped you grow in your first year, didn't it?
For sure. You know, our goal is whoever you have out there, you want to succeed and you want to win games. And obviously, we didn't do enough of that last year. So the goal is to win games this year. You know, hopefully we can keep everybody healthy. But if not, hey, you gotta try to make it work.
Can you, and is it noticeable that you have so many former quarterbacks on the staff, just in the conversations that you have, or the language? Or
Yeah, I think, you know, having Tolzien, obviously Nussmeier, and Kellen, you know, the 3 main offensive guys, all played the position in college and in the league. So I think you can tell, you know, they definitely know what they're doing, know what they're talking about, know what to expect and what to see.